All right, good morning, everybody. This is October the 17th, 2023. This would be a Tuesday. We got a little bit of event risk coming out today in the form of retail sales, core retail sales month over month, and retail sales. So that's pretty much the only event risk that I see on the calendar. There is some Fed speak that is happening also as well. I'll show you this.
You might get ready for the fact that a lot of these firms may not make it with the higher rates, which again feeds back into my view that this is why we should hold rates steady. We should not at this point be thinking about any increases.
That was Philadelphia Fed President Patrick Harker, James Berman, Barkin, Kashgari all talking today. Megan Draper of Barclays weighing in on the Fed's path forward, saying this: we maintain our call that the FOMC will hike 25 basis points before year-end, though not necessarily in November. Although higher long-term yields have put a lid on market hike expectations for now, we expect another round of resilient incoming data next week to shine a bright spotlight on Powell's pre-blackout speech.
So you got some people in the Fed that want to hike. You got other people that do not want to hike. So yesterday's move on the market was almost a 54 handle move. That's a big move on the S&P 500, especially seeing how there was no event risk at all. Just straight up it went yesterday. You can see right here, if I go to the daily time frame, tested daily resistance and backed off a little bit. Now we are gapping down. If we go look at the S&P 500 CFD index, you can see that we have opened and we are moving a little bit lower. This was an old area of potential supply. This could act as support. Now, I have made the expected moves already on the S&P 500, but I'm using 2 days out instead of one. Implied volatility for today is only $25. The implied volatility for today and tomorrow is $41. So I'm just going to use those as the outer boundaries, seeing how we had a 54-point move yesterday. So that's going to be 44.14 and 43.32. I've already done this on the futures as well. This is going to be daily resistance right here at 44.09.75. And then this level up here, 44.46.75 is the upper edge of today's expected move. And 43.65 is the lower edge of today's expected move. That would be on the E-mini futures contracts. Now we can go over here and take a look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ has a $177 expected move. If we go from yesterday's low on the NASDAQ to yesterday's high, you can see that it moved $253. Yesterday was a big move all around. So 177, you would just go 177 from yesterday's close. Sorry, I meant to pull out the calculator. 177 from the close, which was 15,304. 15,481. Yeah, I know it looks a little bit high, but it is what it is, right? 15,304. 15,127. Oh, look, I had it almost perfect. On today's side, they're looking at, with a 16% volatility, a $109 move. So if you want to add that up into your calculations and draw a line, you can do that as well. Daily res is coming in roughly around 15,413. Initially, the trend is down. I mean, the near-term trend is down, and you did take out August's low, so I would expect to see lower prices as far as if the trend is to continue. With that being said, the long-term yearly trend from year to date, obviously you're in an uptrend, making what some could construe to be a bull flag. So we'll see what happens. As far as moving averages and everything go, you are still structured bullishly. Yesterday on Bitcoin, we had a massive pop to the upside based on some false news that came out. Basically, there was a post from Cointelegraph that said that a Fed did approve a ETF for Bitcoin, but that was not the case. The only thing that happened was the Fed did not rule on Friday against. So, as it will maybe potentially help for an ETF in the future, right? As of right now, there is none. So, yeah. We got this, and basically it was a huge move to the upside yesterday. getting all the way up to $30,000 before retreating back down to quarterly supply. So quarterly supply comes in at 28,475. As I said in yesterday's video, yesterday morning's upload, that is going to be a key area, a key swing area for price. Price needs to start closing dailies above that to get any kind of bullish traction. There will be people looking to short here. You can see that this area did come into play right there as a perfect test. You got another perfect test right there. Ultimately, it, when the quarterly support was made, you had a lot of price action. But once you dropped under it here, you can see a retest there to absolute perfection. Then when you broke out above it, you got a retest there of absolute perfection. So we tested it there, reversed, went down, made a higher low, guys. This is a high, this is a lower low from that low. This is a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So it does look like Bitcoin is trying to build in a bullish trend, at least for the near term. I wouldn't be looking for shorts. And that was my stance yesterday. We are seeing a nice little move to the upside on Euro USD. This is, of course, because the dollar is pulling back. I don't see retail sales really affecting it too much. But if it was, you got this level right here. This is a weekly supply zone on Euro USD, 1.05710. That's the area we're looking for potential shorts for this overall downtrend to continue. However, as the same goes for Bitcoin, we do have a higher high and we do have a higher low. If this remains low and we take out this high, you will have a higher high, higher low sequence in place, which means that we could potentially be seeing a trend reversal also for the near term. We're still short pound USD, nothing new there. We're still short Aussie dollar, just holding those positions. Aussie dollar almost made a fresh yearly low right there, but did not quite do it. And then USD JPY. Everybody is assuming that this thing is going to roll over because the BOJ is going to do some kind of intervention. However, I would just stay long and strong. I mean, get long at support. That's what this thing has done all year long. It's just went straight up. Based on the interest rate differential, people love to set in long positions when the carry trade is skewed to their favor, as they can generate alpha that way. So, as always, yes, I know you see a short position here, but I do expect this short position to get taken out. I took this short position all the way back in last year, so I did take multiple profits on the way down. Whatever I lose in unrealized P&L, I am okay with, because like I said, already taken multiple profits. It was literally the best trade of 2022 for me. We do have a long dollar play here on USD CHF. It tagged yearly, open, and then it rolled over. If the dollar continues to roll over, then we will continue to see this roll over. If the dollar grabs its strength back, then we would expect that to move up as well. So we do have we are long the dollar as of right now, but all can change in the near term. I'm going to pull up the EMAs real quick just to show you that this asset is absolutely 100% structured bullishly as of right now. You are trading above the yearly opening range, and yeah, that's that. So nice little move there. You can see today we're kind of trading as an inside day. Well, we didn't take out yesterday's high, but we have taken out yesterday's low. So we do have a trending candle in place, which means I would look for more downside, but the news could change that. And then lastly, oil had a pullback yesterday to a level that we were watching. We did get a perfect test of that level yesterday, but ultimately, when it opened last night, we had a move lower that would have stopped us out. And then now you can see that we are trading higher. So I am going to continue to watch 85.07 for potential bullish entries on oil. As far as any Bitcoin entries, I don't have one. I mean, you could watch this level here, 27,995, for potential pullback retests. But as long as we have weak dollar, I would just assume that Bitcoin will probably trade up. So the trade, in my opinion, on Bitcoin is done. I would not be trying to short into this. Like I said, you have a bullish signal when you get a golden cross. It is a very huge bullish signal. You are also trading above the 21 and well above the 50 on the RSI, which means as of this point in time, Bitcoin is actually bullish. So you don't want to be looking for short entries on a bullish asset. Hopefully this helps you guys. Make sure you guys trade safe, trade smart, and as always, happy trading, everybody.